Steve here with the 𝗟𝗘𝗢𝗧.com, the channel where we help cleaning business owners scale their businesses with systems, controls, tools, and resources. Are you underpricing your home cleaning service? You know, it's a common problem that we see that a lot of residential cleaners are underpricing their services. And there's a number of different reasons for that. One reason is that they lower their price to stay competitive. You know, they're competing against trunk slammers, people that are not legal companies, that are not a registered business, don't have insurance. You know, so that's who they're competing with. And in their minds, they think that they have to go ahead and drop their prices down just to compete with them. Well, you know, here's the thing, is that you don't have to do that, because those people are typically hired by price shoppers. So they're not even your ideal client, so I wouldn't worry about that. So try to get that out of your mind. So when you do find your competition is at a lower price, charging $18 an hour, you know, for a home cleaning service, don't go there. You know, keep your prices to where you can actually make a profit for your legitimate business. Another thing is that, you know, they'll offer discounts because that seems to be one of the best practices in residential cleaning. You see it all the time where companies that are advertising will offer a discount. And so, you know, they get caught up in that strategy only to lose money. So, you know, again, don't go there. Something else is that they lower their price, or they don't price correctly just to get the business. You know, and you don't need to do that. I call that buying the business, and you really don't need to do that. There's plenty of business out there, and there's plenty of customers out there that are willing to pay for quality work at a fair price. Something else that why they're underpricing is because they just don't know their numbers. You know, which is pretty common. You know, I talk to a lot of cleaning business owners all over the United States, and that's one of the things that I often realize, is that they just don't know their numbers. They don't know their production rates. They don't know you know, what hourly rate they should be charging, because they don't know their expenses, their insurance, and all those things that they need to know in order to price correctly. So in order to give an accurate hourly rate, the first thing you have to do is you have to look at your labor. So, and I think this is where some people are missing the boat. So on your labor, you want to account for your fully loaded rate. And what I mean by that is, if we have an employee that we're paying $15 an hour to clean homes, that's actually costing us much more than $15 per hour as the business owner. So when we talk about fully loaded rate, we have to make sure that we include things such as recruiting, onboarding, training, your insurance, your overhead, you know, taxes. We have to remember that we add these items to that in order to have a fully loaded labor rate. So in this example, that $15 per hour employee is actually probably costing you about $21 per hour. So just from that alone, you know that you're going to have to, you know, charge a per hour rate somewhere around $45 to $50 per hour, just to make sure that you cover all your expenses and can make a fair profit. So now when we talk about profit, where should you be? Well, we know that the average, the industry, for the residential industry, the average is 20%. So you got companies that are making a lot more, some that make less, but we're saying the average profit is 20%. So what you want to do is you probably don't want to take on any account that you're making less than 20%. That would be my advice. And what you may find out is that your profit, you may set your profit at 25, 35, you know, 40% maybe. Every company is different. But once you establish and know your numbers, you're going to know where you can be at in order to hit that right profit number. And you have to remember too that, you know, the thing that separates, that will make a difference for that, is that if you're efficient at what you do. So if your employees have been trained and they're efficient in their cleaning, that means that that's going to increase your profits. because they're more efficient. And especially when, if you don't charge by the hour, charge by the job. Use a per hour rate just to arrive at your price for the job, and charge by the job. Now you charge by the job, and if we're charging X amount of dollars to clean this home, and we're calculating that it's going to take 3.5 hours to clean it, 3.5 man hours, then if we can do it in 3 hours, well, guess what? Our hourly rate just went up. So that's good for us. So that's why you want to price your jobs by price your home cleaning by the job rather than by the hour. So keep that in mind. Now, something else you probably want to do is that you probably want to reveal all your accounts. A common problem is that sometimes the business owners, they don't review their accounts. They really don't know where they're at with their profit. So now is the time to review every account that you have and see exactly where you're at with that profit. You may find that, well, maybe you're fine with some, low on others. Well, then, if you're low on some, that means you have to raise your prices. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to just go and call all these customers and say, hey, we have to increase your prices, by X amount. Just take one or two at a time and do that, because you will have some pushback by some customers that don't want to pay more. They know that they're getting a sweet deal, and they don't want to pay more. So just do it one or two customers at a time, and when you do have the ones that balk at the price, just hold your ground, because you have to be able to make a fair profit. You're in business. So, and if they want the lower price, you may have to just let that client go. That's just business. And in the long run, you're better off for that. So those types of customers, you're better to just let them go anyway. But if you do that, then you should be fine. But you have to know your numbers. Check your accounts. Make sure that you're actually making a profit on every account. And if you do that, you can have a very successful cleaning company. Now, if you need help with that, what you can do is you can always go to myhousecleaningbiz.com, and on there we have a residential profitability calculator. And what you do is you'll enter in your numbers. Your price per your price per hour, price per square foot. There's a multiple number of different things that you can do to arrive at your overall price point. But once you enter all that in, your insurance, your taxes and things, well, it actually calculates what your actual profit's going to be for that account. That's really makes it nice, because again, that's why we're in business. We're in business to make a profit. And if we have any tools that can help us do that, good for us. So go over there and check that out. Well, hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, go ahead and feel free to make a comment and share. And if you have not already, make sure that you subscribe and turn on those bell notifications to get the latest updates of new videos of building a successful cleaning business. So thanks for checking in today, and we'll see you next time.